Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to The Witcher Wild Hunt as we continue our next playthrough. Good evening, I hope the weekend's going well. We are back this evening for the next 2 hours at least, and it's good to be back streaming again. Apologies for what's happened this week. The scheduled video tomorrow, and I have kind of caught up with community posts to try and explain, but the scheduled video tomorrow will explain it in better detail, mainly because I put myself in the video to try and explain a little bit better, but I hope everyone's well. We kind of lost quite a few streams last week. These things happen, unfortunately. That's the downside of streaming. You get a cough, a cold, something that's going to affect your voice, and you can't really stream very well. And yeah, we got hit pretty bad, but it does happen. And we've started the summer holidays, which makes things even harder for us anyway. So the scheduled video go out tomorrow, as always, 1 PM GMT, and there'll be a live stream community post in the evening, 8 PM GMT. Have a look at that for what's happening next week, but do watch the start of the scheduled video, as that is me talking about what happened, what's coming up, and all that good stuff. But it is good to be back. That's the weirdest thing. Before the accident turned a bit years ago, I would never have thought of streaming. Now, whenever I can't stream, I miss it. It's one of those weird combinations that you just never think about until it happens. So it is a bit weird, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad we are back live again. We've got 2 hours. So if you missed the Witcher Wild Hunt last stream, which was last Saturday, so I'm just checking sound. We completed the fight against the Wild Hunt at Kaer Morhen. We defeated them, and then we headed off because the leader of the Wild Hunt got away, so we went after him. We ended up taking him out, I think, and we ended the stream in Novigrad, but from there I'm not sure where we're at. So once we load in, we'll have it'll replay what we've done kind of thing, and then we'll figure out what's next. So let's have a look where we're at.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own.
So although we had a stand against the Wild Hunt at Kaer Morhen, we lost a dear friend during that fight as well. Vesemir, unfortunately, didn't survive. There is still more to do. It is not over with the Wild Hunt as of yet. And that is where we're kind of up to. So, with final preparations, these are the people we need to speak to. Two people here with us now. So, whilst here, I think, if I remember correctly, I think we got rid of all the excess. No, we didn't get rid of all the excess gear. I thought we had. Mastercrafted Silver Sword is no good to us. Novigrad Long Sword. To be fair, both of those need to go in our box. What are we currently? So we've got all the Griffin gear, which we need to upgrade, but we need to get the upgraded thing for it. We've got the Winter's Blade currently, which damage scales with us level, which I'm curious to see how that works. And we also have the Silver Sword. Gwenel, I want to say. I could be wrong there. If you look at the difference in damage though, considering that scales with level, that's pretty poor damage. The only reason it's good is because of the armor piercing. Higher than that. Steel weapon, sorry. Winter's Blade isn't anywhere near as good as our Silver Sword, which worries me a little bit. I think we need a better one, to be fair. We're currently wearing the Witch Hunter's armor currently with the gloves, Nilfgaardian Guardsman gauntlets. We've also got the Condottieri's boots and the weird one, the Tracker's trousers. Don't really match, but there we go. But that is where we're at. So what we want to quickly do whilst here, there's people we've got to talk to in here as well. I need to get on stage and to go into my chest here. So we want to get rid of this, the Rose of Sharawed. As you can see, we kind of keep certain swords. I probably shouldn't, but I do. Mastercrafted Silver Sword can actually be sold. None of these two help us at this point. I feel bad letting that go. because it's a Mastercrafted silver sword, I kind of don't want to let it go, but I don't feel I've got much choice. There's nothing in here we can use either. Everything in here is old stuff. We could get rid of some of these extra arrows and stuff. We have been using the crossbow, but some of the bolts are kind of pointless. Although how much do they weigh? 1.6. They do take a bit of weight, to be fair. The tracking bolts will transfer all 10 across. Split bolts are obviously very good, but again, we're not really going to use them, so we'll leave them in there, I think. All the good stuff goes in there. So, we're going to talk to different people whilst here. Both people are upstairs by the looks of things. Let's just quickly speak to Zoltan. Okay, we've already spoke to him when we finished the stream last week, so
see you later.
We need to head upstairs. There's two people upstairs to talk to. I don't know who's first. One's further upstairs according to that. Some more stairs? Yeah, it's just there. Okay, so we got... In here should be... Avalak. Let's speak to him first then.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
He's not happy with what we did.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
What have you got in mind?
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story.
Take out the other commanders.
He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Ah, so he could betray him.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Can we make a deal, though? That's the question.
Mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
What's the deal, though?
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
I bet he does.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Yeah? What's that?
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
See, for me, some of this makes sense, but doesn't at the same time, because I never played the first or the second Witcher games. Things where Geralt rode with the Riders at some point is new to me. I've learned a lot of it through the game itself, but still, there's still bits and pieces that I don't quite get. But it does kind of explain it for you a lot of the way.
You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me, not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand.
Well, yeah.
They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another.
And you know where the gateways are.
Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Okay, we're not going to go now because we know there's other people to speak to. Meet you there, I think, is the right thing.
Meet you there. Gotta see to something along the way.
Hurry. I'd rather not loiter in the street any longer than necessary.
That's a good point. If he gets seen, the witch hunters could capture him. Okay, so Time and Space is a new mission then. Normally we would ransack places, but we don't steal. So because this is Avalak's home, where he's staying essentially, we won't steal from him. So the mission is to go with him then through time and space. There is someone else we can talk to whilst here though. I'm pretty sure. No, there's someone else in the building. I just need it to come up. That's Yennefer. And that is Ciri. We don't want either of those ones. We want Triss. Triss is also upstairs here, which is the one I kind of want to go and see while we're here. And then, yeah, new quest has popped up. So then we'll probably switch then. That's going to take us outside, isn't it? We'll go and speak to Triss whilst here. Is she downstairs? So I'm just trying to work out where she is. I think she is downstairs. Yeah, she's on this floor somewhere. Triss is there.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves?
She's obviously heard what happened.
How could you put Ciri in danger?
We didn't. Calm down, it went well.
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this. But it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
But it didn't. I was there. Had the situation under control.
We did have it under control, to be fair.
Mind if we change the subject?
Okay, past some pyres on the way, non-humans, yes.
Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
It's getting worse.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Okay.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others?
So it's not
Kiera,
looking good.
Margarita? Phillipa?
Kiera thought too much of her charm, tried to buy her way into Radovid's graces, offered to make a powerful weapon for him. I tried to talk her out of it, but she refused to listen.
What did she do?
Radovid laughed in her face, ordered her captured, then
Oh no!
impaled. Nothing I could do.
She's dead.
Kiera Metz was manipulative, a schemer, and loved every minute of it. She was also stubborn, even for a sorceress. But she had quite the gift. Boy, could she be convincing. Deep down, though, Kiera was a little girl. She expected
Good evening,
far too
Al. How
much
are
of
you?
life and demanded instant satisfaction.
So we have lost
Little
her from the rest of
girls
the story,
end badly,
based
and
on our
falling with
decisions
the wrong
previously with
crowd.
her. She didn't come to Kaer Morhen with us either. Kind of said that with, you know, we'd done the bad decision potentially. I didn't think she'd die though. But yeah, she is no more. She's gone. She didn't deserve that.
Just his style. Could have had her hanged, decapitated.
You have a new vehicle,
burning
nice.
fire would have been a
So you
quicker
finally
death.
got it all sorted then, Al.
He wanted to watch her suffer.
Before we leave, we have to bury her. I won't let crows pick her rotting flesh off a stake. I can do that much, at least.
Guards will hand over the body, given the proper incentive.
I really hope we contact Phillipa and Rita before they meet a similar fate.
So that is the downside to this, is any bad decision, things can change dramatically. Thanks for the like for those, much appreciated. Where are Phillipa and Margarita?
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where
Jeep
Phillipa
Grand
is.
Cherokee 2 is very nice. So was that the one you wanted, Al?
Know what Jens found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Phillipa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Let's find out
Tell
everything
me
we can.
everything. I want the details.
Good, good. I'm glad you got what you
After
needed and
fleeing
wanted.
Loch Muin, Phillipa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Phillipa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Phillipa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be
Oh,
safe
we've got an
just
issue
hour.
about that.
She transformed
So something you can do yourself, though.
Dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan.
Oh, it's out for a year.
So
Yeah,
Phillipa
is that
was
something you can do
here,
yourself, though?
noses the whole
Or is it
time.
going to cost you money to fix?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
What?
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no.
Zoltan lost her
man
in a
showed up
card
here,
game.
Fleeced Zoltan Bear, then proposed they play for the owl.
Oh,
Naturally,
okay.
he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here.
I don't
No
even
one
know.
knows.
Is it? I don't know if it's a simple
Great.
thing or not. To be fair,
We got any
is it
leads?
simple?
We have this.
She's
That
got the owl
Phillipa
feather.
The owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Okay. We've got to make a decision on what we want to do first. Let's go now. Meet you somewhere later. Let's go. Let's get Kiera first. Let's go and get Kiera. I
Don't you
think.
think we ought to get Kiera first?
I think we should go and do
Right.
Kiera first.
Meet you on the
Oh, he's
main
running better,
square.
is it? Oh, good, good. Okay. So there's different missions popping up now. I'm not going to loot, obviously. This is her bedroom. We don't steal off anyone. Zeno, good evening. How are you? You need a newer battery or change this one that is in the rig. Oh, that's not too bad, though. So we're going to meet Triss on the main square midnight. So every one of these final preparation missions is then leading to a new mission. On top of that, we have actually got things to do as well. Missions that we were that were lower than the main that were higher than the main story previously before Kaer Morhen, that are now under the main story level of 26. So there's things to do everywhere. It's just really deciding what order we do things in. Obviously, we're in Novigrad, so it makes sense to do the stuff in Novigrad while we're here, sort of swords and dumplings, things like that. We've got Avallac'h to go and meet as well. We've got to go and meet Triss at the main square at midnight. That might be worth doing first. Talk to Triss, talk to Yennefer, help Ciri. There's so many different things to do, it's just keep it up on top of it all. Take it to your mum's house and hopefully that'll blow up ninja. Oh, okay, cool. How are you then, Zeno? So this currently wants us to meet at the main square at midnight. I'm just trying to. It's knowing what. I don't know what order to do things in. Yennefer's over here, so we can go and speak to Yennefer as we're nearby. Then head to the main square afterwards. Maybe the best shout, I think, from where we are. As I say, there's so many different quests. It's knowing what order is best, and obviously there is no right or there is a right and wrong order. If you do one mission too early or too late, potentially you lock yourself out of other missions because things change. Okay, I wanted to see if he'd talk about he lost the card game because we found out that Phillipa the owl has now been taken and he lost her in a card game. I was hoping he'd be able to talk about it, but obviously not. Right, let's go and speak to Yennefer. We've already got Avallac'h waiting for us. We've got Triss waiting for us. Kiera Metz was found is dead. Unfortunately, she was impaled by a spike after falling foul of the king. I did think after Kaer Morhen, because she wouldn't come to Kaer Morhen, there's obviously we'd messed up somewhere along the line, and I think we did. So it doesn't mean she's gone. That includes the DLC. She won't be in the DLC either. I would assume anyway. I'm guessing they can't come back to life. I'm guessing that's the way it works. It's hot there, Earl, is it? 100 degrees. I've heard it's been getting hot. I'm not too bad, thank you. Better than I have been. How many quests do we have left? A lot, I think, Earl. So we've got final preparations. So in the last stream, on last Saturday evening, we fought the Wild Hunt at Kaer Morhen. We defeated them. We lost Vesemir. Vesemir died in the battle. We then did a couple more missions after that. So main story-wise, we've got final preparations, which every person we speak to is giving us a new mission. Plus, we still have all these secondary quests to do as well. All those there. Plus the Witcher contracts that were above the main mission level previously. And then treasure hunts still to do as well. Plus there's more missions we probably haven't even found yet. There's areas on the map we haven't been to. These yellow ones here will be more missions to pick up. Then on top of that we have 2 DLC missions to do. And this one here, Evil Soft First Touches, is only the start of that DLC. And then Envoys, Wine Boys is a second DLC, which has a whole host of missions and new areas as well. So there's still plenty to do. I said this would be a long run thing. It will take us a while to be done with it. We've got to go and speak to Yennefer. That's the plan here. There she is. So we have a lot. Does the Witcher die as often as he used to compared to when you first died? No. We very rarely die now. I don't even remember the last time we died, to be fair. Well, no, we've come close. We've had a few close calls, but I don't think we've not died in a long time.
In this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ciri's idea.
Ciri's.
Spider-Man 2 does look good, doesn't it, Al? I'm looking forward to that. October is going to be an incredible month. Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2, within a week of each other. It's going to be good. As I thought, I'm glad you went with her. You're not mad?
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why?
I've only seen that first trailer. I stay away from trailers, don't I? Go in as blind as possible, so I've not seen much else other than that.
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what ifs.
I like the way she's thinking about it.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge.
We do need some new gear.
Dangerous
Something we need to look at as well.
For sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out.
Oh, do we? Oh, okay.
Them.
Wasn't that? I'm trying to think. I think I've seen something about that. I don't know.
Charming.
As I say, I tend not to watch trailers and stuff, just so I don't see anything I don't want to see.
In the meantime, tell me about Phillipa.
Nothing to tell
you.
You
played Dying Light, Earl, because we started that the other day. Although we've only done one stream because I had a cough that knocked me for sick.
Whereabouts, the prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man.
But yeah, for those that weren't here at the start of the stream for the intro, the scheduled video out tomorrow, 1 PM GMT, as it is every week. There is a bit of me talking live before the scheduled video itself starts, just to explain last week what happened and what's coming up this week, because of the start of school holidays as well. So check that out if you know what's coming up.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city knows.
Okay, there's a fugitive out
sure
there.
Can be trusted.
We'll soon find out.
He's a fugitive. I'm not sure any fugitive can be trusted, can they? And that's it. So we had a first stream last week of Dying Light, Wednesday morning, I want to say, Tuesday morning, Tuesday or Wednesday morning. We've only done one stream so far. We'll continue it next week. Pretty good start though. Interesting.
Damn.
Really? Are you really running away from us?
Best run and get him.
Best run and get him. Seriously? Come back here. We've got to chase after him. Come here. We got him. Can't run away from me.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
From what we know so far, we're working for an organisation dropped into a hot zone where
We just want to chat.
Zombies have taken over, but people are surviving in camps.
Look at us.
And we're there to find the identity of someone.
No, not really.
I'm glad you agree.
That's kind of all the kind of story we've got to, but yeah, it's been a good start. Interesting. A lot of it involves a lot of running and a lot of parkour. I like the crafting as well. I think that's quite cool. I've never been much of a zombie fan, to be fair, but you guys keep voting for zombie games. So, you know, Last of Us 1, 2, Days Gone, 3 zombie games in a row. And now Dying Light 1 and 2 to do as our next main live stream games.
To get into Derard.
So we do tend to do a lot of zombie games recently.
They'll lock you up lickety-split.
I'm not sure if we're going to have... With Dying Light 1 and 2 to do, we've got to finish those before October if we can. I don't think we've got time for Spider-Man 1 before Spider-Man 2 comes out, to be fair. How did you escape?
They say no one gets out of Dayrod.
You do not like... Yeah, I've never been a fan either, but I've enjoyed the games we've done with them in. That's the thing. Dying Light's one of your favourite games, is it, Xeno? Second was a complete disappointment. Oh, really? See, Cass has been telling me I shouldn't play the first one, I should play the second one first. Because the second one's miles better than the first one. But I always said you've got to play games in order. So for me, 1 before 2 makes sense. I'm enjoying it so far. Like I said, we've only done 3.5 hours, so we've got plenty more to do. Your friend loves them. No, it probably won't take long to finish. I'd like to fit it in before we start Spider-Man 2, but obviously we've got Assassin's Creed Mirage a week before Spider-Man 2 releases. So it's all just going to depend on how long Dying Light 1 and 2 take. You'll remember though, we're losing the next 6 weeks of consistent streaming, especially in the morning streams, which is 3.5 hour streams, because it's some holidays. We'll have some, but we won't have as many as we normally do. You're going to take about 40 hours. Yeah, probably about right.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
But as I say, I'd like to do it before the second one comes out, but if we can't, we can't. There's not much we can do about it. I have personally played it before, it's not on the channel. So we'll have to see how it goes. Each to their own, obviously, but the first one is way more polished and refined. The second was a janky mess. Oh, really? That's interesting. The thing is, everyone has a different opinion of the same thing, don't they? They experience it in different ways. So everyone's opinion is different. So for one person to say, oh, you should do the second one because it's the best one, and someone else say, no, the first one's the best, you're always going to have a different opinion. But I always want to play games in order. I don't see the point of skipping 1 to do 2. Because to me that makes no sense, especially story-wise, that makes no sense. What about the guard?
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
But yeah, definitely interesting to see the difference between the two. So far, we've only done 3.5 hours of the first one, but really enjoying it. And as I say, the actual crafting, I really enjoy how that works. The way you actually see things being put together in kind of a hodgepodge way, because that's what you've got to make stuff at the time. I like that. That's what I really like about Days Gone as well, though. Can we get in through the sewers?
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
I think we've been through worse.
You can squeeze through the grate.
Oh, okay, maybe not then.
To the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care
Gameplay of Dying is a lot of fun.
The city to hear us?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in the first stream. I'm annoyed that we lost the next couple of streams because of the cough, but
we can find a way into the ruins.
I think we did the first airdrop and people were in the chat saying, oh, this is not going to be good, be careful and all this. And actually, the first airdrop was easy. Didn't mind it at all. So I don't know if people were making it out to be worse than what it was, or it wasn't that bad. We soon died to the same things. The night terrors. We died to them a little while later trying to do a mission at night when we didn't need to do it at night.
See? Wasn't so hard.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to how it goes. The fighting's interesting. Fighting against zombies is easy. There's lots of ways to kill them and get round them. Fighting against people,
so long.
That's just a whole nother level. And we haven't got a gun yet either.
What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Always get the guards drunk. Always get the guards drunk. I think that's a good idea. What I'm thinking we get all the final preparation missions done, and then we go and do the individual missions that are coming from them. So that's the third final preparation conversation had, and the third new mission to do from that. We'll obviously do the optional, but I think if we speak to everyone to do a final preparation first, I think that makes sense, because if they're all going to give us a new mission as well, and they're all roughly, well, actually, they're not all the same level. The Great Escape is actually a higher level, so that will give us an idea of which way to do things. Triss, we want to speak to next. She's waiting for us here. Although we're going to meet her there for the final kindness as well. So let's go and do Ciri next. I think that's probably a good one to do next, is go and help Ciri complete her business. I think that makes sense, the most sense at this point. I'm stuck on a table. Get me off the table. Right, let's get out of this fine establishment and go and find Ciri then. She's got business in Novigrad to finish. You always call Dying Light the good version of Dead Island. It's even funny because most of the things are actually made. Oh really? I've never played Dead Island there. As I say, zombie games has never really been my thing, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the ones we've done so far. Oh, there's a mission here that wasn't there before. Why is there a mission here? Always pick up every single mission we come across, so every time we find a new one, the strumpet wants to speak to us.
What happened?
Islanders from Skellige. They've taken over crippled Kate's.
Taken over? How's that?
Clobbered the innkeep.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more.
Then set to drinking.
We've got 2 morning streams next week, Monday, Tuesday, guaranteed. So we'll get some more done.
Yeah, sounds like Skellige's.
But you look to be an honest man. Help us. Drive away the hooligans. We've not much, but it'll make a tidy sum if we all pitch
Drive
in.
away the hooligans. We're always going to help someone in need. And it might turn out we actually know them from our time in Skellige, so...
So there are good men left in the world.
Okay. Out on your ass is the new quest. I need to check the level of it. I don't want to take away from what we're trying to do at the same time. If it's a lower level, then we'll do it now. Where is it? Where's out on your ass? I didn't see it there. Hang on, it may not have come up yet. It's not there. Second request. Oh, we can actually do this because we know, because Triss is back. We can now do the statuette we found ages ago as well. To be fair, that's a mission. Oh, there we go. Level 14. We're going to do that first. Where is it? It's right in front of us. So we'll do this mission whilst we're here. The low-level mission. I'm guessing it involves a fist fight. Would be my guess. We'll find out in a second. This is level 14 mission. We'll do it whilst we're here.
Sorry, mate. Gotta fill your horn elsewhere.
And the thing is, we know Skellige. We know who the rulers of Skellige. Get out.
Seems to me we're still in Novigrad. And in Novigrad rules apply. Rules you happen to be breaking.
Just how's that? You're not allowed to drink in peace. Have a bit of fun. Leg it, man, before you taste the wrath of a Skellige.
He obviously doesn't know who he's talking to, does he? Right, let's you and me settle this man to man. Get out of here or taste my wrath. Killed the ice giant. Can probably handle you too. Be good boys and leave. I always like using Jedi powers just to calm the situation down, solve any bloodshed, and make them leave. Although I'm tempted to say killed the ice giant, to be fair. Let's see if we can get them to go this way.
And go. On your best behavior now.
Hey, gents, time to go.
It's the way to do it. If there's no need to fight, why fight?
A weak arm swinging it, eh?
Yeah, if there's not a need to fight, then there's no need to fight, as far as I'm concerned. Quiet and peaceful is always better. Come on, out the door, because I need to go the same way. I know you're drunk, but come on. Ah, come on. Because I couldn't get out either. Right, we'll speak to the lady. I don't know how much money we're going to get. Money doesn't really matter. We've not really spent much. We've got
We'd not have managed on our own.
about 9,000 crowns, I think, last we looked.
I hope this is enough.
And it's a bit more XP. Oh, did we do it for free? I do jobs for free. Yeah, we'll let them have the money.
You did more than I do.
Thank you. It's folk like you restore my faith in human.
We're not human, but okay. We'll take it. That's quest updated. There we go. And we didn't take the money. I always like to make people feel good. We only get 1 XP. It's not worth the XP, to be fair. Oh, well, she gave us 15 crowns anyway. Although I said we didn't want the money. But yeah, last time I looked, we've got 7,900 crowns. A bit less than what I first thought. Plenty of money, though. So, we're going to go and speak to Ciri next. She's the other side of the market. Up here. Finish her business. If we can stop at a shop, sell these weapons weighing us down. We've only got a few, to be fair. But each person we speak to then gives us new jobs to do.
My, what a freak.
So it's best to try and do all of the conversations to get all the missions up, and then we can pick the order based on level as we generally try to.
Welcome.
I don't want to sell him my swords, mainly because
What have you got there?
he's not going to be very good with price. 111, that's actually not a bad price. 60, yeah, not so much. What's he got for sale? A lot of this can be just dismantled. It's nothing major that we need from it. I'm pretty sure we've got that book. Ghouls and Ghouls. I always buy books because I've got to collect the books, but I think I have that one. I don't think there's anything here we need. It's always worth a look. You never know what you're going to find in some of the merchants. So we always try and have a look. There is a blacksmith over here. We can sell the swords to the blacksmith. We can also have a look if there's anything we can make to upgrade ourselves as well. Always worth a chance. I need an armor mainly, but
What do you have on offer?
see what he's got for sale. We can afford a lot of new stuff. The mastercrafted silver sword will sell. Obviously, it's no good to us. We're currently using a Gweneville. A Gweneville? I don't know. Pronunciation is not my strong suit. And we'll sell the Novigrad longsword as well. What's he got over here? So, Meltif. We lose the Ard intensity. We lose the armor piercing. It's not worth it for an extra 10 damage. It's not going to make that much of a difference. I'd rather the armor piercing than the extra 10 damage. If it's more than 10, different story. We have got another one here. Gain extra armor piercing. We can't have this till we're level 34. We're a little bit away. I don't like to buy a sword in advance of us leveling up, because we might find something in between that time, which kind of makes it pointless and a waste of crowns. I don't like spending money at the best of times. But yeah, so maybe something to come back for. Another silver sword, but again, it's just not going to be better than what we're using. Currently using the steel sword Winter's Blade. We could swap for a Venom Axe, 88 damage more. That's pretty good, but obviously we're 6 levels under. The Novigrad longsword, 36 better, but we lose the armor piercing, critical hits damage bonus, and the chance to freeze. I'm still not too sure on this sword that we're using, the Winter's Blade. It does say it scales to level, but I disagree currently. So nothing decent here. Our crossbow's better as well. Our saddle is better. That's a greater runestone. That's the kind of stuff you want to be putting on your last end game gear, I would have said. We can see if we can craft a sword. We may be able to. I'm never really too sure. So we could craft a Witch Hunter's sword. We'll lose all our bonuses though. Gain 23 damage. We haven't got all the parts, so it's not worth it. Is a journeyman blacksmith. So we can do slightly better weapons than an amateur blacksmith. Kind of need to find a sword that we've got that's near our level to make it worthwhile. That one there, level 37, would be pretty good. Got to wait to at that level. There's Griffin Steel Sword. We haven't made this yet. Reason being, I don't know if it can be upgraded once you make it. Obviously, it's no good to us at the minute in its current state. That's level 30. Elven Steel Sword. We lose all our armor piercing, gain critical hits. Yeah, they're both not really going to make us better at this point. Not by enough to warrant losing what we're going to lose. That's a steel swords anyway. If we had a see, the Ursine sword would be good, but we need the base version. I don't know if we've got the diagram yet. Let's have a look. The Weeper. So same damage as our current silver sword, but we gain critical hits damage bonus 75%, 5% chance to dismember, and 20 extra experience from creatures. We lose our armor piercing and hard sign. The hard sign doesn't bother me, doesn't help us. But I'm interested in the 75% critical hit damage bonus. That's pretty handy. Is under level for us though. That would also be good if we could get it. I don't think we've got the base version though. Negotiator, look at that. Some of the names I think are brilliant. What else have we got here? Griffin Silver Sword Enhanced. We need a base silver sword first though. That was a Griffin Steel Sword, wasn't it? Yeah. But even that's we can make the base version silver sword. We can make the enhanced, but we haven't got the next one up from that, which doesn't help us unfortunately. So the only one that I'm interested in is actually the Weeper, as a silver sword. As I say, it's the same damage, but it's the damage bonus, the critical hit damage bonus. That sounds pretty good. I'm just not sure. That's our current. We lose the armor piercing of 36 and our intensity, which doesn't matter. What level is that? 32. So that's actually a higher level than the one we can craft. As well, to be fair. I think we keep the higher level one that we're currently using for the minute. Yeah, if it was more damage, then maybe it'd be worth it. But because without the extra damage, I don't think it's worth it. We're going to repair all our equipped stuff anyway while we're here. Yeah, I suppose if it had a little bit more damage, even 10, 20 extra damage, that would be worth doing it. But I think without that extra damage, it's not. Not for just keeping the same damage. Just then doesn't make it as worthwhile, does it? Okay, we know we've got to come back here shortly. You can see someone waiting for us there. We will go back to her shortly. We've got several things to do with her, actually, to be fair. Let's go and see Ciri first. We need to meet her after midnight anyway. So, it's not the end of the world to make her wait a little bit. Obviously, she can't get seen. She gets seen, she's captured, and they'll burn her at the stake. As long as they don't impale her. Because that would be bad. I don't know if she can die, to be fair. I'm assuming she can't. She's one of the main characters. I would guess she can't. But Vesemir, we lost Vesemir in the battle. So, there's always a chance we can lose anyone, really. Right, here's Ciri. Let's speak to her.
Looking for something in particular?
A pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both.
Means she wants to hurt someone as well, then.
Coming with?
Got to do something first.
Love to accompany you, but I got to do something first.
No problem. I'll wait here.
Oh, she's going to wait there. Oh, is that it? Okay, so we have to do it now then. I wondered if it would pop up as a different mission, but it's not.
Ready?
So we'll go and do it now then.
Can we go?
Can indeed.
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go.
Temple Isle. Okay.
Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
He's dead. We killed him.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
What?
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
How is he alive? Yeah, there's no way there's no way he survived that, surely.
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Kill him.
Don't know.
She's gonna kill him.
Depends what I see.
Guarantee she's gonna kill him. But we thought we'd already killed him, so take two maybe. I don't know how he survived that. If he did survive. The Zoltan wouldn't lie either.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off. You...
Yeah, I don't think so.
Turds!
We'll figure something out. Get out of my way. We'll figure something out.
Make a deal, maybe?
Yeah.
Jedi mind trick works every time.
A deal.
Go on upstairs. Boss is waiting.
Is he? Sure he was pleased to see us.
Strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Yeah, that is a bit weird out the front. Let's be ready just in case. I've got Igni on. Yeah, melt armor ready. You never know with this guy. They've all got face paint on. Like court jesters.
Well, well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Yeah, he does seem alive.
You thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, whoa, stop, it's me, Dudu Bieberfeld. You really didn't recognize me?
Dudu?
Prove it.
Wait, Ciri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mama's Play, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
You did.
Sheath your sword, Ciri.
It's Dudu.
It's Dudu.
Gods, you give me quite the scare.
Should have picked someone else to impersonate. So he is dead. Horson Jr. is dead.
Impersonated Horson.
What the blazes were you thinking?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul.
I do like these bits where you
Amusingly,
get
once
a
dead, he became
recap of their
useful
life
for society.
when they've passed on.
They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Dudu.
And Dudu can now stay undercover. No one needs to know he's a Doppler.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Sounds business.
Shows an interesting line of business.
Dudu's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to.
What do you mean you
2
don't need
weeks
to?
after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Horson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before.
That's the way to do it.
Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
That's not bad.
Be careful. You could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
Yeah, we were,
That
to be
might have
fair.
ended very badly for you.
True. I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Okay, well,
Time's up.
nice to see Dudu again.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu.
Always good to see Dudu. At least he's well, that's the main thing.
Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her.
Just while we're on the way to following Ciri for this next one, 28, okay.
It's a lot.
Obviously, I don't want to miss the other missions we need to
How's
do
that?
as part of final
The
preparations.
temple guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I'd take after you.
Oh, there's a mission behind us there as well, and I can't go and pick it up till we Ciri. Hopefully it stays on the map and we can come back for that. Got to pick all these extra missions up along the way where possible. We've got a new market, so we haven't been here on foot before, so it's a new market for fast travel.
But the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zeracania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it. So I had to concentrate intensely. And hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The
Well, that would be
training
bad.
I did with Avalok was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place
Novigrad
I wish
does
to
seem a lot
travel
calmer
to.
than when we left it, to be
Close
fair.
my eyes. And it's done.
So she can control it a lot better now, which is good. Yeah, Novigrad does seem calmer.
Any needs, Master?
So we can't, there's no point, we can't stop doing this mission now we've started it, so we'll finish payback with Ciri before picking what's next. As I say, the other people we've spoken to have all got extra missions to them, so we need to go and do those. Well, let's just help Ciri first. I just heard someone shout, kick him.
you a chance. Should have taken it.
What's going on
Spit
here?
on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners. You're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your
It's about to be my concern, I think. Leave on your own.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees?
Eugen. He slew half the village. Dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad.
We have a bit of a
That's
reputation.
pretty good advice your friend's offering.
Sorry.
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, B.
So that's our friend B.
And you, Ciri. Who's your charming companion?
Defender of the downtrodden. No one in particular. I don't mind giving my name. I don't see the issue with giving your name.
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt!
Ciri's been saying good things about us.
I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Ciri, of course. Other ladies, however...
B, I'm standing right here.
Alright, alright. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
No,
But they didn't know, that's
with
the
such
thing.
courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both.
Ciri's saying thank you to
Take
everyone that
care of
helped
our
her
Witcher.
I will.
while she was on the
So
run,
long.
but also going against those who didn't.
I've material for another ballad.
And that's
So,
B.
your friend, B.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt, you're terrible.
What'd I say?
Seems
What's
nice.
there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the temple guard showed up. I was
Okay.
a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me.
New marker as
Then
well.
introduced me to B.
That's the thing. We think we,
Through
we explore his
I
work
found
correctly
Dandelion.
and properly and
You know the rest.
in detail, and yet we're still coming up with new markers and new places we haven't been to yet. That's the incredible thing. Is also, I'm hoping the missions stay on there now. No, they don't. So I think there's one there. That was a new quest. There was a second one just pop up a minute ago. It's not stayed on the map. That's what I mean. There's always more stuff. Well, these non-humans, they've been killing them. So my concern is for this camp
Where's
right
this
now.
friend of yours?
There! Valdo!
This one's Valdo.
That girl. Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Thanks for taking. We won't go for the exaggerated hours. Thanks for taking Ciri in.
Likewise. And thanks for helping Ciri.
Oh, we had no choice. Found it hard to refuse a lass like her. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly. We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses. and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
He doesn't seem too happy, does he? Maybe we can help.
Any way we can help?
Oh, don't fret about us. We always get by somehow. Right, Ciri? What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
Ciri, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Why not? Okay. Looks like we're doing a horse race.
Gladly.
I'm not a massive fan of these, mainly because I'm never that good.
Come.
We shall see. I'm guessing it's a horse race. This will be interesting.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming.
He seems so happy. Right. Let's go. I say, I'm not a fan of horse races, mainly because I struggle on anything kind of like this, but we'll see how we do.
Giving you a head start.
I plan on beating them both. I've got no interest in losing if we can avoid it.
Hey.
Although my horse might run out of stamina shortly. I took a wrong turn. No, okay. Try and look at the minimap to see where we're heading ahead of time.
You're trailing.
Got a new marker there as well, the windmill. My horse is going to run out of stamina in a second.
Seems you've slowed.
Just want to admire you from the side.
Out of the way. I think we won.
Can still beat you.
I let you win.
Lovely race. Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've
got stuff to do.
Kedwen's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This
Okay, maybe we're staying then by looks of things.
You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Me too.
You took your time.
Guess we both needed a while to grapple with it.
So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel?
That was a mission we did previously where there was a wish that put us and Yennefer together.
I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be.
And we tested with her whether the wish was the one thing keeping them together, and actually it wasn't. It's quite cool they bring that in conversation like that as well.
Wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too.
I'm not. We've got loads of things to do.
They like you here.
I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town. Not worry a whit about anything.
What's worrying you now?
Something worrying you now?
What awaits us?
Defeating the hunt won't be easy, but with the Lodge's support, Avalax, we can do this.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You promised!
In jest? Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
In some ways, she doesn't. She just needs a normal life, and that's what she wants.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
You're born to great things. You choose who you are. You choose who you are.
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
We'll defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avallac'h.
Avallac'h's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
Don't be naive. I want to say don't be naive. There's definitely... I don't trust him fully. There's definitely after something. We just don't know what.
The sooner you get rid of that illusion, the better.
What do you mean?
There'll come a day when Avallac'h will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now.
That's
and I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
Yeah, will you though?
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
Did you get the horses?
I'd rather know how you fared with the merchant. Managed to get some horses?
Lost cause. The man refused to trade. I said I'd buy. He asked 3 arms and a host of legs for 1 healthy animal. We need horses. But we'll have to find another way to get them.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
Okay. That's still not about. They still can't just buy them. Buy them for you. We probably could buy them for them, to be fair.
Gotta be another way to solve this. It just so happens I got some coin I could lend you.
We'd have no way to repay you.
Wouldn't have to.
Shame the Emperor doesn't have another daughter. We could buy all the horses in Novigrad.
A generous offer, but not one to resolve this situation. The merchant didn't object to our coin. He objected to us. I'll not trade with such scum. Believe those were his words.
Oh, okay.
And if he'll not trade, we've no choice but to steal from him.
Well, that kind of answers the question. They can't just pay for the horses. The merchant refuses to deal with non-humans. So, we don't like stealing, but on this occasion, we will always help the non-humans over humans.
What can I do? Gotta help those in need.
Yes, yes, yes!
And it makes Ciri happy as well.
Must say, you didn't seem the type to me.
What type?
Steady. Time to go. We'll meet by the stables.
We'll do anything for Ciri and those that help Ciri. That's the important thing.
Hagar, keep a lookout. Ciri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Right, we're going to try and get inside. How you guys going to keep a lookout? And the fact there's 3 soldiers stood there doesn't really help us at this point. Can we get inside or is it locked?
Locked. Gotta find another way in.
Right, okay. We've got to find another way in. Get onto the roof here. And there's a window. Can't get through the window though, can we? We can over here though. We're in. Oh look, he's even got a mask on so no one recognises him. To be honest, we're a grey-haired witcher. You're going to be able to tell who we are. Right, someone asleep over there. Anything decent in there? Is Dumpling? No. Right, there is a man asleep there. Is he the only one asleep? Not sure. Oh, find a way to open the stable doors from inside using your Witcher senses. So, how do we open the doors from inside then? Doors there. So I'm guessing we'll just go downstairs and hope we don't wake the person up who's asleep. We've got a guy, Novigrad guard is asleep over here. Do I kill him? I don't want to kill him. I can just open the door.
Huh. Here's the key.
You got the keys? I don't want to kill him if I don't have to.
Wait, get in here.
Is she coming in?
Finally.
I don't know if we're going to kill the guard or not. Nope, just going to ride the horses away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the red bandana isn't really going to hide us and make people not realise who we are, to be fair. But there we go.
We did it! Excellent work. Did you see the two fools who tried to chase us?
Almost tripped over their own boots.
I kind of was making that more complicated than it needed to be fair.
Yeah, a nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help, and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there, and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
There we go. We did a good deed.
I must bid Valdo farewell.
Alright. See you at Dandelions then. Got some things to
We've
take
got a few things to do, to be fair.
See you, Geralt.
Right, so that's the Ciri part done.
Who's the best now?
We've still got other things to do. That's payback is now completed. Is that it? That's it. So, let's have a look. So, final preparations. Obviously, Speed Yennefer, Speed of Triss. They've both got jobs for us to do first, though. So, Triss, we've got Avallac'h to do. The Great Escape is last, I would say. Looking at that, and we've got to speak to Zoltan as well for help. Let's do a final kindness first for Triss. This was to bury Kiera Metz's body rather than let it being pecked to death by crows. If we head to the portside gate, we could always just fast travel across to here. Has to be after midnight, so you may need to wait once we're there, to be fair. We shall see. But I think this makes sense to be doing next. Yeah, the fast travel point comes up first. We might as well do that from here. We could run back through the city, but there's not always a need to. Although, didn't we run past someone in need and their mission hasn't stayed up? Maybe we might see if the mission's still there. I was going to actually not, but we did hear someone shouting. I needed help. Although it doesn't look like they're here anymore.
Mercy! No more! You just sweat like a swine in that jacket. Dance, wench! Dance before I put a bolt through your gut. Witcher.
Making a dance. I wish we could stop and help everyone, but obviously there are some people who are not meant to help, unfortunately. I don't really want to have a massive fight against the whole army that's here. We can avoid it, that is. So we'll go and meet Triss, and then this is to bury Kiera Metz's body. And then we'll see what else you need. There was something else you need us to do as well. So we'll go and do that as well, and that'll be Triss then done. Then Avallac'h next. And then I suppose Yennefer's after that. Judging by the levels of the missions, which is what I generally go off. Are we close? I should have fast travelled in there because we didn't gain anything from not, but I thought there was a mission to pick up that disappeared, but it must be one of the ones that appear when you're nearby, certain time of day, that kind of thing. Okay, we know we've passed Triss a couple of times, we know she's here. Because she's trying to hide herself.
Well, you're here, finally.
What do we do?
You've got to approach the guards. They could recognize me. I'd rather not show my face.
So we're trying to get the body for Kiera Metz.
You stay here.
So we need to approach the guards and get rid of them. Obviously, fighting them isn't really an option. That's Kiera Metz's body there. They've impaled her on a spike. And that's what we're trying to do, is get her body back.
What was her crime?
Same as all of them. Witchcraft and fornication with succubi.
Cunt tried to seduce Radovid, but he saw through her. Showed her what we do to traitors.
Yeah, not the nicest thing to do, is it? Leave now.
Take your friend and go for a walk.
Perhaps we've earned a break.
Aye. High time.
So I'm assuming that's a bad ending for her. For obvious reasons. We had the bad ending for the Baron.
Somewhere safe.
And I think that's
And
a
wait
bad
for you
ending for
outside
her.
the
I would
passage
assume it
door.
may be that there was no way around that.
Sure you don't need any help?
Don't trouble yourself.
She wants to do it herself.
See ya.
Yep, she wants to see to it herself. It's not the way I wanted her to go, to be fair. But yeah, it may be one of those conclusions that we couldn't have avoided as well, for all we know. Sometimes some of them are just predetermined, aren't they? Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to go and do the next thing, which is still with her as well, with Triss. Blinding the obvious. Just check the mission is right. Yeah, it's going near the fountain. So we're going to go meet Triss near the fountain. And so we'll go and meet her there. Our final kindness is done. Are we going up here? That's one mission out of the way. What ones we need to do? There seems to be quite a lot for this final preparations. And I'm not even sure whether we're prepared. Or the problem is I don't know how long the game is in its entirety because we don't look these things up. So we may find there's still, I think there's still lots to do. Especially looking at how many missions we've got, places we've not been to yet. But I think there's still a lot more to do and see. Whilst we're here, let's run around picking all their herbs up. Mainly because we can. Okay, this is where we're meant to meet Triss. There she is. I'm glad we helped to get the body though.
Sure you weren't followed?
Yeah.
Let's begin.
So we're going to try and find where Phillipa was taken after Zoltan lost the owl of Phillipa in a card game. We're using the feather to try and trace him.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place.
That's Dijkstra.
He has her at his
bathhouse. It's Dijkstra's house.
Guessed as much.
Right, we're off to see Dijkstra.
Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Right, bathhouse it is.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
I can't exactly remember the way, so we'll follow Triss. To be fair, Dijkstra was there when Triss was getting the mages out of Novigrad. So, in theory, he hasn't got anything to hold over Triss.
I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not
yeah,
likely.
that sort of thing.
Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him.
Dijkstra never came to our aid at Kaer Morhen either, though. That's the thing.
Maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the Dimeridium off, Phillipa will kill them before they can say, "Oh shit."
Part of me wants Phillipa to kill Dijkstra just for the fact he didn't help us at Kaer Morhen. But he claimed we didn't help him as much as we were meant to, which I thought we did. We didn't get his gold back, but you know, we did the right thing. They're all running.
Underestimated Phillipa.
You were right. She must have changed back into strong magic. We have to get inside.
Well, let's get inside then.
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out!
I wouldn't be sending men in after if I were you.
Fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no! The sorceress stays here.
Triss goes with me.
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back.
Are we going to have to fight some of these men? Catch Phillipa. Okay, we're going to catch her.
What?
Damn, she cast a spell on them.
The Witcher.
That's it, you're in, Blackie, come on!
I wasn't going to kill his men, but with Dijkstra, I'm not overly worried. Right, where is she? Oh, she's down there. There's more men we could have killed, to be fair, but I think I don't want Dijkstra to lose all his men if we can avoid it. Where is she? Oh, really?
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood?
We may have to face a troll in a minute. Looks like Phillipa's taken control of the troll that was down here. There we go, they're down. It's me, I don't want to face the troll. The troll we saved previously and helped. She's now taken over his mind. I don't want to fight the troll if we can avoid it.
No past go. Birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too.
I want to help her.
She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go. Say.
I don't want to kill Bart.
No, let past go.
Trolls in general are generally okay if you
Ever had a
talk.
stomachache?
Ache. Aye. But once
They're quite simple creatures, but they're not nasty. Not really.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make ache very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
Thank you, Bart. Much appreciated. Did not want to hurt Bart.
Help me die. Don't hold your breath.
Where is she?
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks.
Why doesn't she not just listen?
You will not take me.
We're not trying to take you, we're trying to help.
You.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Don't do it. What the hell's that thing? Okay. It's a fire elemental. So fire on a fire elemental is not going to do us any good, is it? There's some damage in that. Problem is, she's also attacking us as well. Oh, that was bad. I'll do too many hits and put ourselves in too much trouble. Fire elemental is nearly down, to be fair. Fire elemental is down. So we've got to sneak up and fill her without making too much noise.
So quiet all of a sudden.
How do I sneak? Sneak up. I don't know how to sneak up on her without making too much noise, but we've made it to her. We got to her back at least. There's no real way of sneaking.
Stop
That's the problem.
squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
What do you want? To torment me?
No, we don't.
Watch others do so?
I need your help.
At least we killed a fire elemental.
Betray me, and I will...
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
We caught her. Always a good thing. Obviously, Dietrich's not going to be too happy about this.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will...
Yeah, it's not going to happen, Dietrich.
I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
Right, I need a back off before this ends badly. This is no time for lovers' quarrel.
I remember you, little Bond, but this is no time for a lover's quarrel.
But it's an excellent time to settle a score. Phillipa will come with me and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
It's not going to happen. Shove Dijkstra aside forcefully. Tell you what the Emperor's after if he let us go. I could tell him what the Emperor's after. I wouldn't mind taking Dijkstra down, but anything that forgoes violence is generally a better option. Let's tell him what.
Knew the value of information.
He did say he knew information.
I don't believe you have anything I don't already know.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard wasn't able to sway the Trade Corporation.
Opposition nibbling at his arse, eh? Seems the White Flame won't dance on the graves of his foes much longer.
His daughter has returned. The Emperor wants to abdicate, give her the throne.
Cirilla? Impossible. This could shift the tide of war.
It could.
Provided, of course, you're not mistaken.
We're definitely not mistaken. Heard it from Emery himself.
Emperor himself told me. So, information's firsthand.
Emir's a lying whore.
When it comes to his daughter's future, doubt it.
You've no idea of the importance of this information. A change on the Imperial throne could bring the war to an end. Radovid's sure to be delighted. If Emir sounds the retreat, there'll be no force left that could possibly stop that madman, especially in light of our bloody aborted plan.
You didn't actually believe you could do it. Radovid's crazy, but he's no idiot. Knows all too well there are dozens out there who...
Silence!
Do I understand you correctly? You want to kill Radovid? Well, Siggy, I am impressed. Doubted you still had it in you, frankly. Sadly, as you well know, Radovid has sought refuge on his boat. He's guarded so closely, I'd not be at all surprised to learn he shares his bed each night with 2 sentries.
You know too much, Phil. Yet one more reason why you must die.
Except you won't.
Dijkstra, Phillipa's not gonna die. We're done discussing that. Forget about it.
Situation's changed, Witcher. She's in a position now to foil my plans.
Do you really think I will run to warn the man who gouged my eyes out?
Think you might
She's
want
got a
to
point.
hear her out. Dare say Phillipa despises Radovid at least as much as you do.
I'm content someone apart from myself has finally gotten the idea to rid the world of the degenerate.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
Currently, only 2 individuals stand to draw Radovid off his boat. Emir and myself.
You'd agree to be the bait?
I fear you'd be hard-pressed to convince Emir to dangle himself as such.
Fat fucking chance. Geralt, I wouldn't trust this cunt to hard-boil my eggs.
Rightly so, I'm terrible with eggs. But think on this. Radovid hears that you've captured me. Will he not throw caution to the wind? Will he not jump at the chance to kill me, personally, with his bare hands?
Out of the question. Geralt, get her out of here before I burst her testicle. And then we must meet with our friends. I've leased a
We agreed to be part of this
outside.
assassination
Be
plot,
sure
didn't
to
we?
come.
She was happy to be the bait, but obviously Dijkstra doesn't want that.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be alright?
Yeah, thanks for your help.
There we go. So that will be the Triss mission done. Okay. What else have we got? We are recovering health as well after a little fight just then. We'll leave here and then we'll have a look at what mission's next. Okay, so let's have a look. So, through time and space with Avaloc, I think, is next. He wants us to go with him to try and find one of Eredin's most powerful... Not Eredin, sorry. Gael's. To find Gael's to try and turn him against the commander. That's the plan. So the secondary quest should have popped up now. Reason of State. So obviously that's above the main story mission. So we won't be doing that yet. So we're going to go meet Avaloc now. Where is he? He is down south. At some point we'll pick this mission up, but there's no rush for that, I don't believe. So we'll go and meet Avaloc. I don't know how you say it. And then go from there. He's going to take us through time and space by the looks of things. This could be interesting. That's the next one to do. There's always so much to do. No matter how far through you think you are, there's always more. This is what I really like. And like I said, the areas are still not done. And this is... No, not gone back to Skellige yet. There's missions still to do there. The plan is to clear every mission before we start DLCs. That's my kind of plan. Whether that works out the way I want it to, I don't know yet. Obviously, we can fail missions. Some missions will be taken away from us if other things happen and stops them happening. If people die, we had that in Skellige previously. Hopefully, we don't have that happen again. To be fair.
I know this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
I was going to say, we didn't. We kept the godling here. And this is the exact house he's brought us to. That's interesting. Has he gone upstairs? No, he's gone down. I should have used the ladder, but there we go.
The passage is here, past this wall.
Okay, we need to use the yard sign to break the wall. There's the passageway. Now we know Geralt doesn't like going through these. Doesn't like portals.
This is the place.
He's never been a fan.
Once we enter, there'll be no.
For those that aren't aware, I think it's next week. I think the second half of the Netflix Witcher series comes out next week, I believe. Is it week after? I think it might be week after next. Towards the end of the month.
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
Okay.
I hate portals.
He's not a fan of portals at all. But we've gone through it. What is on the other side is the question. This will be a completely different area that we've obviously not been to before as well. As it's a different world. Just a little bit different to Novigrad. I think Avaloc knows where we are.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Didawet Desert.
There's somewhere in our world.
Didawet Desert.
Canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
It didn't just pop up and say we're overweight. But we're impossible to be overweight. No, we're not overweight. I don't know why it pops up. I don't know if there's special things to pick up if we should be searching whilst here.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh,
doesn't sound good though, does it?
Beneath the surface.
Large sand crabs.
Don't sense us.
And before, were there any people or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
With the map being as big as it is,
So what did live
to have a
here?
completely different world as
Sentient
well in
monsters
there.
of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea.
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that...
That there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans.
Okay.
But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop.
Similar to humans then who just destroy the world they're on. Interesting. I'm still waiting for something to attack us.
Looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
So another portal to go through.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
I think we're fighting. Where are they coming from? That's a sand crab.
Splendid.
Oh, I meant to dodge it. We took one down, at the very least. More coming in. To be fair, they're not as bad as some of the insects we've defeated already.
They just keep coming.
We can't focus them all. As soon as the portal opens, you must jump in after me.
There's the portal opens, we've got to jump in.
Very good.
What a relief.
Quickly, jump in.
I will jump in a second. What I want to do is pick up some of the goodies that I've left behind. I might have a chance to, but obviously this is items we wouldn't normally get. So I kind of want to pick up what they've left behind. The more are coming in. I don't think I'm going to have a chance, am I? I don't know if this is endless or if there is an end to how many attackers. If obviously it's endless, then this is a mistake and we need to get through the portal. But obviously, how often do we get a chance to pick up giant sand crab stuff on their bodies? And this is the first time we've seen them, so... No, I'm not going to be able to pick it up. They just keep coming. Let's go. So wanted to pick up something from them. Well, it wasn't to be. I think it may have been an endless wave. Okay. Avalok's not here. And we need to find the next one to go to. We need to find the next passageway. Without Avalok being here. Oh, there it is, over there.
There it is.
So we're just going to find a way across. And obviously, we don't know what we're going to see here. What we're going to find, creature-wise.
Vapors don't look terribly inviting.
No, they don't, do they? So that looks to be the way we've got to go. Obviously I don't want to drop straight down, that would be bad as well, I think. I'm thinking we've got to go this way.
Damn it, gotta hold my breath.
Okay. Still in the vapor.
Longer and I'd have suffocated.
There we go. So yeah, the vapor is bad. That's now obvious. Until you get to a high point. Okay. It sounds like there's something here as well that's going to try and kill us shortly. Need to move quickly. There we go. Should better get our breath back. LVs, good morning. How are you? Good evening. How are you? Morning for you, evening for me. How are you today? Okay. So the vapor hurts us, so we've got to be so careful.
Medallions.
Ah, place of power.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
Take them over here. another ability point. We don't need the ability points to be fair, but always handy, I suppose. Okay, down that way, more vapour there. Do wonder whether back down there is the better way to go. Let's have a look down. Right, I dropped down further than I was expecting, but we're alive. That vapour does not look good, does it? I think we can still go this way though. But how are you then, Elvis? If we head right here, part of me thinks this is going to take us a long way round. Obviously we need to be careful of
should avoid those clouds.
I'm trying to avoid the clouds. Can't burn it either by the looks of things. Okay. That's where we're heading, but I need to make sure we've always got a high point to get back to, otherwise we're going to run out of air. Yeah, we can't breathe for long. I might have just messed up. Nope, we're okay. For a second I messed that up there. That's what we're going to get to. Obviously we're going to find our way. We're trying to avoid as much of the mist as possible. I'm thinking straight run across to there. Come on, Garrett, run. I'm out of oxygen. Well, that guy got lucky there that we survived that. I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, not too bad at all. The cough knocked me for 6. The problem with me and coughing is once I cough, the back spasms and then I'm screwed. And then sleep becomes impossible. Although it's still impossible to be fair. But yeah, I'm okay. Much better, thank you. The scheduled video that's out tomorrow at 1 PM GMT. There's a bit of that at the start of the video of me live talking, explaining what happened, explaining what's happening going forward as well. There's some holidays and things. But yeah, no, thank you for asking, much appreciated. I think I'm heading the wrong way. That's telling me I'm heading the wrong way, to be fair. Although maybe it's not now. Can we not climb up there? Yes, we can. It was trying to tell me to go in a different direction a minute ago, but actually I think we found a different way to it. So there's the portal we need just over there. There's some more vapour here though. That's a bit of a drop. Okay, there's a high point over there. So it's this high point. Up we go. Okay, we're good. Straight run to the portal then. Through the portal we go. Now we're swimming. Guessing there's nothing to pick up in it. This is underwater, so there's something. I was going to see what the yellow flashing was, but obviously we couldn't get close enough to it to do it before we got through to the portal itself. Now we're in a chamber. Okay, we've lost our lock as well. Igni's on in case we need to warm up. Well, that's ice, isn't it? Yeah, we can melt the ice, I'm sure, with Igni. I would have said. There we go. We're through.
To death if I don't hide somewhere, and I gotta find that next passage quick.
Okay, so we're gonna find where we're heading next quickly, because otherwise we're gonna freeze to death. It's not gonna be fun. That's not somewhere. Oh, is that safe? I think this is safe. It is. So this is safe, this point here. I would rather my health restore, but it might take a little bit of time before we move on to the next one, so let's fully restore. Have we got a health potion? We haven't used much potions and things, but I'm just wondering if there's something health-wise we can do to get our health back quicker. That's kind of my thinking. Otherwise, we're standing around waiting for it to come back each time, which kind of seems a bit of a waste. Oils, no. Potions. And Witch's blood injures vampires and necrophages when they wound him. Time slows when in danger. Yeah, no, it doesn't help us. Cat is darkness. Increases maximum vitality, extended duration. Okay, poisons. No. No. Millions of large one vitality. Grants immunity to poisons again. That's killer whales for underwater. Sign intensity. Vampires and necrophages start bleeding when near the Witcher. Wow. When in danger, the time slows. That doesn't help us. Sign intensity. No. I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything we can use to help us survive this storm. And because we don't know where we're heading, there's no map. I'm hoping we don't. It's how much health we lose trying to get to the next point. There is. I think there's another building bit over there.
If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
So what we're trying to do is find cover. Okay, so we just got to keep finding cover. Runestone there. Phosphorus. Linen. Is that everything? Okay. We are heading down, I think, by the looks of things. And we just got to keep finding cover as we head down. So our next, we can slide down this next bit, I think. Do we keep heading right? No, right was wrong. There's no cover there. Back to here. I don't think I've got. Let's have a quick look at character. I don't know if there's something here we can put on that would help us survive the cold for longer. Sun and stars, so vitality injury generates by additional 10 points per second. That could be handy. And it's only temporary, we've got plenty of points to spend that we're not using. That might be worth it actually. Focus, Stunning Burst, Rage. No. No. Pyrotechnics, Battle Frenzy, Heavy Artillery, Combat, Gorged of Power. No. Okay, I think we get to put this one on Sun and Stars, and there from there we'll swap it with one of the other ones. We'll swap it for increase maximum vitality. We need maximum eating food, drinks, vitality. Can I lose the weight by 60? We can. We're going to put it back anyway afterwards. But at least we should increase vitality and heal, in theory. Yeah, we're healing a lot quicker now, having that on there. Finished Tomb Raider 2013 yesterday. Oh, nice. Great game, was it? Well done on completing it. I must do Tomb Raider at some point, even the newer ones. I've not touched Tomb Raider in years. Wow, we've got enough health to make the next bit, potentially. Slide down here. I think we made okay. If I'd known that's as far as we needed to go, I wouldn't have stopped where we did.
In a place like this, someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage.
Yeah, if I knew... It's back inside the building.
Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
A long time while those things. Obviously, we'll loot the house while our health regenerates. Getting that skill is going to help us, though. We regenerate quicker as well, as you can already see it is. While we're waiting, we can loot the place. Can also ignite a fire. Oh wow, look, health regenerates quicker once there's a fire there. that makes a difference. Traveller's notes. The worst part, the all-encompassing quiet. It seems there is not a living soul around. Only snow, everywhere snow. As far as the eye can see. Though sometimes we find people still alive in their homes. Everyone is hungry, everyone is frozen to the bone, but no one refuses help. They let us warm ourselves by their fire and regain some strength before we move on towards the lighthouse. They say food supplies there have not yet run out. Okay, what's upstairs? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and give them a go at some point. The Tomb Raiders of old. So hoping for something good. Coming all the way upstairs, you would hope there was something good to pick up, but actually, nothing. Nothing of any worth. Annoyingly. Okay. Well, we're fully healed, so we might as well head out now. We are ready to try and get to the next point. There's another building here. If we can get inside, that would help. There we go. We're good again. I didn't mean to fall down, to be fair. It's
Of course. What else?
Hounds of the Wild Hunt. Right, come on then, hounds. Come on. Come inside to my humble abode. Can't attack it while it's done that. There you go. Both hounds are down. Should have guessed at some point we wouldn't be alone. Okay, there was something upstairs that I've not been able to grab either. Is there a ladder to get back up, or did I mess up by falling down? I think I messed up by falling down, to be fair. No ladder, is there? No. Something there. What was it? If it's a chest, I want to find a way back up. It's not. Shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. You should make. They're great games. Yeah, well, we are. So one of the previous votes episodic games was Far Cry. So Far Cry 3 is ongoing now. We've done Far Cry Primal already. Far Cry 4 will be next, and then 5. Yeah, the plan is for that episodic run will be all the Far Cry games basically now, until they're all done, and then we'll move on to what's next. Okay, anything in here to pick up? Is that it? I think so. Next building, next place to give us some refuge from the storm. I'm not sure if we're meant to be looting the houses as we go, but they're giving us refuge, so we might as well clear them out at the same time. Most of the stuff isn't actually that useful, to be fair. Anna's notes. I know not what we will do. Our food stocks ran out long ago, save for 1 sack of onions. For a week we have each eaten a few bites of onion a day and nothing else. The children once detested onions, but now gobble their morsel greedily and suck on the skins. Soon our bag will be empty. We have no wood or fuel and the snows keep falling. The mayor has been sending men door to door to hand out modest rations and a bit of wood from the lighthouse storeroom. No one has come for days. I'm not surprised. Snow is piled near to the top of our windows. No one can get to our door. I'm afraid, so horribly afraid, that we will not outlast this winter. And obviously if you look around at the bodies, they didn't outlast the winter. These people didn't survive. None of them annoyingly have a decent chest of anything of worth in their houses either. The one thing I would like to see is a nice chest of something. I don't mind what, but something would be nice. I'm not sure we're going to find it. It's crafting materials and that's it there. Oh, box. Okay, there's another building opposite here. May as well loot as we go. I think it makes the most sense. There's so many games on backlog, both Dying Light, Kino, Resident Evil 4, play games. Yeah, my playlist is massive, to be fair. And with new games coming out soon, so like Spider-Man 2 and Assassin's Creed Mirage. There's always something to be doing, isn't there? Playing, and I don't think anyone ever has a clear backlog. It's impossible, I think, in gaming, to be fair. There's always something to be playing, completing, to enjoying. So yeah, it is difficult to ever get to a point of where your backlog is clear. Right, okay. Made it through. Right, we are heading over there. Near the fires, obviously, we stay warmer, help tanks nearby. Hounds. More hounds. Fire doesn't really work on the hounds, I've noticed. Let's go to Ard for these guys. If anything, if we're surrounded, it'll push them away. There we go, look. Ard definitely works better on hounds. Come on. The hound is down. Where's the pickup for his body? That one doesn't seem to have one. Right. Lighthouse, come on. Need that. If I've missed the chest somewhere, then I'm going to be annoyed with myself, but I don't know. There may not actually be one there. We need to find Avalok, that's the main thing. Yeah, I need Kingdom Bridge of Spirit is on my list. There's a few things, to be fair. Dying Lights we just started.
Did you run into
but yeah, Far Cry will happen.
No, just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eredin's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kiera Metz.
Oh, wow.
Did Eredin start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
I think obviously because we didn't play 1 and 2 before this one. That's why we didn't know any of that. So let's ask what we can.
Where are we? World of the NL?
But yeah, it's impossible to ever clear your backlog, isn't it? It's always something new.
The time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
So calm when you say that.
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
Okay, why is Goel so important?
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the NL.
I know, I've heard that a few times. People say I've got nothing to play. Yes. I don't know what. I don't have it. There's no games that interest me. Yeah, I don't understand that problem. I really don't. Especially with PlayStation Plus now as well, and the Xbox Game Pass. You get so many different games on there. There's always something.
We wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Still need to finish Valhalla.
Take you.
How much more do you have left to do?
The world whose son had just died.
That's a difficult question to answer, really. But
passage in time.
How far through are you, do you think?
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
They do indeed.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Okay.
Passage. When will it open?
I'm gonna set myself on fire. Is there anything to pick up in here? No. It's always worth a look, you never know if there is. Right, next world it is then. Hopefully one with no snow this time. Well, it doesn't look snowy outside, so that's a plus point.
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Okay, while I remember, let's swap out what we did to make it so we could heal quicker whilst travelling through the snow. So I forget I've moved it out, otherwise and we're going to need it if we pick anything up. So there we go. We have our weight back for obtaining different things. Book there. A report. Always got to look at the books. You haven't rescued Sigurd yet. Oh wow. I'd say it's probably about halfway rescuing him, I would say. Despite the significant measures already undertaken, the situation in the outer region of Tillerlif and Vanil, Tillerlif Nalia and Tillerlif La Kobva provinces have not improved. The sages sent to handle the matter in the field have merely succeeded, laying the advance of the White Frost. Slowly yet surely engulfs more and more territory. Must accept that Tilia Naboon is now completely lost. Sages did not reach it in time. I recommend the swift evacuation of the endangered provinces and a strengthening and radicalization of measures intended to seize Ainside territory. Otherwise, I must ask to be freed of responsibility for the provinces under my jurisdiction. Okay. So the white is coming to them too. That door we can open. Yeah. I'm always on the lookout for potentially a chest that you can't get.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, there might be a chest here that we can only get whilst here. I've obviously got to keep looking around just in case. Yeah, you're not. I think rescuing Sigurd's about halfway. I would estimate roughly. You can finish it quickly if you don't do all the side stuff. To be fair, and don't explore. But obviously, to explore and see everything will take longer. We're about 320 hours in total, but including all DLC as well. Yeah, I think you're about.
For I think we can agree this matter.
Sigurd is about halfway, I would say.
Krivan of Spain, Koman Maka, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketmil.
But he knows who we are.
Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Krivan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Not in the mood.
Didn't come here for tea.
I must admit, you appearing here. Quite the surprise, Witcher.
We're about 5 minutes of the stream left, so we do need to get to the point where we can stop at some point.
Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avalach is honest with you? Just curious.
No, but it doesn't matter. Yes, he's honest. We kind of need him to think we trust him. We don't fully trust him. We've already warned Ciri that, not to fully trust him. Halfway. That's the thing. If you enjoy it and you spend time to explore and clear everything as you go, time flies.
I think that even among the NL elves, there are those capable of being decent.
Naivety is a fool's blessing. I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I've come to tell you who killed our king.
I reckon he already knows.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me. So I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
You've been a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
This way? Talked enough, let's go. This way, please.
Better believe it. This way, please.
Witcher Geralt, a true man of action. Might I know where we're going?
Although we said we trust Avalak to a point, we don't.
This time.
But we needed to say it.
Let's go, before any guards show up.
And that was the picture he was painting. Okay, I don't know where we're heading next. Obviously, if we have to extend a little bit, we will. Hopefully not too far, though. Ah, okay. So while Geralt is there, Ciri is here.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Oh no, we're meeting up with Ciri as well.
Ciri. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
Valhalla blackmailed you. Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised, where is it?
You will see it in your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king? What then? Am I to incite the NL against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Avalach our new king?
No, defy Eredin, that's all.
Don't flatter yourself. Defy Eredin, that's all you need to do.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my kings.
I don't think he's quite convinced.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
So all gonna dream what happens, supposedly. There was the king then.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Will he do what we need? That's the question. Anyone going to talk?
You must face him on your terms. In this world. In a place of your choosing. It's your only chance. Sail to Skellige and find the Sunstone. With it, you will summon the Nagelfair. Eredin will come too.
Okay.
Should he call for reinforcements, no NL will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tien Alia will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
So that's how we get the commander of the hunt in one place. Sunstone from Skellige. We've still got plenty of things to do in Novigrad before we leave anyway, so I think it's be a while before we're ready for Skellige. Ciri's happy, which is good.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it, we should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avalach knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let girls go too easily.
I don't trust him. I just want to be careful.
Can never be too careful.
Agreed. Yet I do believe Gels will keep his word. Withhold support from Eredin.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that?
Well, at least we have a plan now.
No small feat, but we will accomplish it. Find the sorceresses of the lodge, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
It's an okay plan, I suppose. Obviously, we need the sorceresses. Trophy achieved, Xenonaut. 1000 XP. Munchkin trophy achieved as well. Got it. So that is that mission done. I'm just letting it catch itself up first. Through time and space is complete. We have leveled up to level 35. We just jumped 2 levels. I thought it was only level 33 before that. I think we just jumped 2 levels. I'm pretty sure we were 33. 12. We had 11, spent on 10. We've jumped 2 levels. Yeah, we just jumped up a couple of levels there. We do need to sort out our character at some point as well. I just don't know which one is best to have. Crippling Strikes does look good, to be fair. I need to have a proper look at those and see. So, we've done a few of the missions for final preparations already. The next one is the Great Escape with Yennefer. We're going to ask Zoltan for help as well and meet Yennefer at the bridge in Oxenfurt. Obviously, we'll do the optional first. And then that's the final one of final preparations done. Now, before we leave Novigrad, if we can get some secondary quests done that are lower than 28, we will do. Of swords and dumplings. I'm not too worried about the high stakes Gwent tournament, mainly because it's a Gwent tournament. It's only needed for platinum if you're going for that, but you need to have got the Baron's card, and we didn't. So I'm not too worried about that. That one we possibly could do. We have got the Fists of Fury Novigrad to do as well. I'm not worried about the race. We've got to speak to Triss about the statue at some point. That's one we gained ages ago. Second statuette we'd found. But obviously she fled Novigrad. We're going to do this one as well, Novigrad Close City. That's after the main story level, so we'll leave that one. And I think that's everything there. And everything else seems to, I think that's left over is Skellige there. What else have we got in terms of Witcher contracts? Lord of the Wood. Door slamming shut, there's 2 to do. The Oxenfurt Drunk. So that's 3 Witcher contracts there. Obviously we could head back to Vellum for that one. Obviously some in Skellige. And then Scavenger Hunt for the Bear School gear is in Skellige. So a few things to do, I think, before we leave Novigrad, if we get a chance to. It's all going to depend on what happens once we do the Great Escape next, which will be next Saturday now. So I think we've done a few things this evening. I don't put these in order, do they? We've managed to get one of the generals of the command of the hunt. I would say on side, maybe not. On side might be the wrong word, to be fair. Just trying to see where it is. One we just did. Let's go. But at least he's not going to help the command of the Wild Hunt, which is what we want anyway. Where is it? We just had it a minute ago, so we're just doing it. These aren't in any specific order, annoyingly, when you look for them through time and space. So yeah, at least the ally is not going to help. That's the main thing. That's the one thing that I think is really important. So we have gained another person to help us take out the commander, and that's the important thing. Right, we're just going to give this a save. We are out of time this evening, I'm afraid. I always do a double save just to make sure I've done it. There we go. And that is us for tonight. If you missed the start of the stream, tomorrow 1 PM GMT, as always, is the scheduled video. Make sure you give it a look. The first couple of minutes of the scheduled video is me talking about what happened last week and this coming week as well, because some holidays are here. So that will be tomorrow, 1 PM GMT, and the live stream schedule post on the community page is at 8 PM tomorrow evening as well. So have a look at those so you know what's happening this week. So that's done for this evening, I'm afraid. We are back Monday morning, a little bit later than normal, mainly because of differences in time from my wife leaving for work during the school holidays. But we are back with Dying Light Monday morning. for 3 hours. It will just start a little bit later than normal at 9 AM GMT, so catch us for that if you can. But if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in a live stream soon, I'm sure. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. See you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.